and even more stuff, but still no jobs? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed. And they're the stuff inside your stuff. Even inside that winter coat that moved with you to Phoenix. Our job is to unlock those jobs. And it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth partying with the leftover key car from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Dear John, I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but you've left me no choice. I'm leaving. Uncontrolled high blood pressure is really serious, and lately you seem to really not care. I've been there for you since day one, and I know you think I'm going to keep ticking, but no, my friend, I can quit whenever I want. Why can't we get back to the good times when we were more active and ate more healthy foods, and you checked on me every once in a while? Is that too much to ask? I don't want to leave, but unless you stop ignoring me, what else am I supposed to do? Remember, when I quit, you quit. Sincerely, your heart.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you. Doing the minimum to control your high blood pressure isn't doing enough. High blood pressure can lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get your blood pressure to a healthy range before it's too late. Find out how at heart.org/blood pressure. Check, change, control. A message from the American Heart Association, the American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Jason Derulo. I love that music connects to people all over the country. But unfortunately, so does something else. Childhood hunger. 15 million kids struggle with hunger right here in America. And yet, every year, billions of pounds of surplus food in the U.S. go to waste instead of going to the children in need. Feeding America is working to change this. The Feeding America nationwide network of food banks rescues this surplus of food to help provide meals to families in virtually every community in the United States, including yours. But they just can't do this alone. Join me in the fight against hunger in America. For more information on what you can do to get involved, visit feedingamerica.org. That's feedingamerica.org. Together we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America. A message from Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Hey, everyone. Let's all stop what we're doing right now and take a moment. That felt good, huh? Just like that, we had a nice, special sort of moment together. Of course, they don't all need quiet moments to be special. They could be loud moments, goofy moments, sporty moments, dorky moments, moments where we talk or walk or just hang out. It doesn't really matter. They all count. Because every time dads like us take a moment like that to spend with our kids, well, it's pretty momentous. Sounds like somebody agrees. So let's take a moment to make a moment. Today, call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
The right car seat for their age and size. Don't think you know you know. Go to safercar.gov/the right seat.
I know my child's in the right car seat, or else I wouldn't get the driver's seat.
It's the Worldwide Sports Radio Network.
All right. Welcome back to the show. Look, it sounds pretty good. It doesn't sound too bad. There we go. First time doing this way. All right, let's start these cameras up. Wow.
This sounds so efficient.
Finally, and I wish Peter was here to do it. He's got a good job. He's got a job at he's doing like some, what do you call it, dock work with some UK company. It's pretty legit. Hey, welcome back. Oh, my God.
Okay, no one wanted to clap. I tried to start it off with 85 cents.
Yeah, someone's trying to do that. All right, before we begin, Before we begin, I just want to say one thing and one thing only. Jair, if I give you one more water bottle and you don't drink it and you leave it here, don't show up again. Every single time you're here and you grab water, I always have to pick it up. It's never done. Take the water with you and finish it, or no more water.
I would like to comment on that on my phone. I told you to get off your phone.
Yeah.
And
you steal it?
No, I didn't steal
it. You probably did steal it.
I didn't steal it. No.
Stealer.
I didn't steal the phone. Honestly, and also you read this theme with that statement towards Jair. You said, Jair, if you come in here and lose another water, don't come back. Like, you can't lose steam like that, good dude.
No.
All right, see, you don't need your phone. You don't need your phone right now. Yeah, let's
Play some nice background music while we talk.
It's alive. Wannabe.
I thinks he's Dave Chappelle with the music playing in the background
Like
of
that?
the podcast. Like,
I have so many sound effects.
okay, let me address the water situation. When Peter comes back, he's not going to know how to work the system.
I
And
know.
it's going to be music playing on the podcast. We're going to get canceled.
Wait, look at this. Wait, before you talk.
Okay,
Wait,
okay.
let me show you this. I got sound effects now. It's pretty sick. All right, ready? Hold on.
I'm here one. Okay. All right. Okay.
This one's for the white people.
Put a little rock in there. Let me hear that. What made that?
That's when we play a game show. All right, next question.
How do you know?
and then when Jair says something no one wants to laugh at.
Why is it just specifically Jair? Why is it?
Because that's what I have here. I wrote Jair, and then when Peter's talking, and then he's finally finished. I'm not giving all my stuff today.
All right, as you guys can see, Austin is just being a child. As we told, he said he did not give a proper intro to the show.
I did not. Go for it.
Go ahead. Welcome back to the How You Know Show, everybody. It's your boy, as always, J Harper 15, alongside Jair EY and Austin Titel, How You Know podcast. Peter Lewis is not here today, but he's with us in spirit. And I'm not talking about the airlines, guys. What's up?
Yeah, because if he was in spirits, he'd be almost in spirit, because we all know how to Spirit Airlines work.
Yeah.
Well, I did get a $79 round trip to Myrtle Beach on Spirit.
Oh, yeah, let me ask you about that. How was Miami? Is that where you were? Or can I just say,
you know what? You do not listen. This guy just literally said Myrtle Beach, and you said, how was Miami?
How was Miami?
You know what? If you were a boyfriend, you would be in the doghouse right now, my
why
friend.
they don't answer you on Tinder? Because you don't.
Oh, we have man just cracked the code up in here, ladies and gentlemen.
Damn.
Yeah, go ahead. Go with your effect.
It's a nice guy. Let me hear.
That was better. Let me hear. You hurt Austin's feelings, and he immediately became an R&B artist.
I was just on the podcast trying to talk to Jair, and I said Miami was offset. The ladies out there.
Miami was offset.
Cardi B.
Okay.
Tell me about it.
Myrtle Beach was great. I mean, it has to be great with the $79 round trip ticket. The events that we did there were good. Mini golf. We went to some lobster spot, some buffet spot, and had some frog legs.
Frog legs.
Frog legs was good.
I can have frog legs.
I've had alligator, not frog.
Yeah, I never had alligator yet. What about you, Austin?
What? I've never had frog legs. No, I know that first.
Austin, I will take this board away from you if it does not allow you to pay attention to
I
it.
need Peter because I'm trying to work everything.
Have you had
I
alligator
had to just make sure that everything sounded okay.
Have you had alligator before?
I've had alligator before. Yeah, alligator was
Where?
pretty good. I had it in upstate New York in Buffalo. They had it on. They had it at a restaurant. It was pretty good
You had alligator in upstate Buffalo.
in Buffalo. Yeah. Gators.
Where are alligators in Buffalo? Austin, I don't know, but still made it came down from Canada and got unlucky. You might have ate that.
It was good.
Did you have buffalo by any chance?
I did at the Buffalo Wings. Me and Jared had the original Buffalo Wings. They were good. I mean, they kind of taste like Buffalo Wild Wings.
The original Buffalo Wings, where?
When we went to Buffalo for
We
AC.
did not go to Buffalo together.
Yes,
Is that
we
a
went to
cap?
Buffalo. Went there twice. You were there at least one time.
No, we did not go to Buffalo together. I didn't go to those trips.
Oh, it was pretty good.
We went to Shippensburg in Pennsylvania.
What other black person did he think was you now?
I don't know. He probably was some janitor. He's like, oh, that's Jared. No, Austin, you need to stop posting everything on Instagram. Like, Austin has this thing where he'll post a picture on Instagram and he'll tag himself and me, and he'll solely tag me because the other person is black. Like
we are.
No. It could be like a picture of John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson, and also be like, "Oh, I'm John Travolta and he's Samuel L. Jackson." Like, dude, stop, because you're gonna get canceled. And you're not dragging me down with you.
I would make myself Samuel L. Jackson if I'm allowed to, and make you John Travolta. That's fine by me.
I don't want to be John Travolta.
All right, I'm gonna start.
I got a big ass head now.
Would you be offended if I posted a picture of Samuel L. Jackson and John Travolta, and I put you Samuel L. Jackson? I put myself.
But Austin is so consistent. It's with different people. I was Kenan Thompson in the last post.
Yeah.
Like you can literally post a yin and yang sign, and you'll tag yourself as the white part and me as the black part. I mean, you gotta stop.
How is that bad?
You know what? If I'm making the same money as Samuel L. Jackson, you could post me. But right now,
black and white cookie, you're the left side, and you know I'm the right.
Perfect. Don't post me as Flavor Flav either.
I'm not gonna post anything with Flavor Flav, but if you're offended about me tagging you, keep being offended. I'm gonna keep on doing it.
Oh, well, hey, Jared, go ahead and start it up.
Cat, I started the show up already. We have a cat. We have our back and forth now.
Say again?
We have our back and forth before we
What
get
is this?
to the
Is this
cat.
new? This is a new thing.
It's not a new thing.
No, that thing.
No,
that
I'm
you have
talking
over there
about
is
that.
new.
What we're saying.
What was that?
I'm talking about the you're like.
Oh God, this guy cannot multitask. Oh man, he can't pursue to being a comedian and keeping a girlfriend.
Sounds are. Anyways, since you brought up the Miami trip, the Miami trip was great. I went with Jared. It was almost a year.
Not yet.
Not yet, but
Almost here.
we went in November, early November for me and Jared.
See, that's why I put in Miami.
That still doesn't let you off the hook because he told you Myrtle Beach up front.
Sorry.
Well, anyway, Miami was great. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I was actually looking for the videos yesterday. We did on the beach. Remember when we riding our bikes on the beach?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell happened to those videos?
I'll probably have him somewhere.
You want to send them to me?
Probably.
Why are you trying to say?
I don't like how you sounded like an ASMR host or a smooth jazz radio host.
Can you just send me those videos?
Yeah.
I need.
All right, I'm taking these headphones off because I don't like Austin's voice in my ear like that.
I need all those videos.
Okay, stop listening to yourself because I know exactly what you're doing. Okay, I know exactly what you're doing. The way your hands are together right now, I know. Don't smile at me like that either because I know what you're doing. Please stop.
I know. Smiling videos. I'm just saying. I need all those videos tonight, please.
Wait, say that again. Let me hear.
No, actually, Jair went to Myrtle Beach to celebrate his sister and Jari's birthday. Happy belated and Jare! Happy belated. She graduated. She got that new car yet?
Did she call in?
She's getting a Tesla. With the help
She's getting
of
a
me.
Tesla?
The new Tesla?
Because I want a
Tesla.
Tesla.
Something like what?
Tesla. Either the Model 3 or the Model X.
Why don't you get the Tesla and give her the Jeep?
I want the. What do you think I'm doing here, brother?
You don't. What? You're not.
Wait, you just said that you're going to give her the Tesla. So
No. I'm buying the Tesla for her. But I'm really giving her the Jeep and keeping the Tesla.
I don't.
why would you say that over the air?
Don't tell her, obviously.
You just played yourself.
This goes live and it goes on Spotify and Apple. Shameless plug. That's what it does.
Like right away.
And then she listens to it. She don't support me. She don't support her brother.
She reposted our.
Okay, Austin.
Enough,
You
bro.
give one more effect that doesn't coincide.
You get
with
one
what's
more
going
effect
on.
that sounds like a video game that was made in the 90s. I want to come over there and break that board myself, okay?
All right, it's just so much fun right here.
So anyway, I'm gonna get that Tesla soon. I like that Model
You got Tesla?
Model X, man. We gotta go electric. It's better
Let's go.
for the.
It's a nice tax.
I mean, it's still like
Nice.
it's still kind of harmful to the environment,
For
but
what?
like for the electric, because like the fossil fuel. I read up the two. Like Tesla's a lot of fossil fuels that are used in carbon emissions that are put out to the universe. But I mean,
The universe. Talking about universe. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, universe.
No. We can talk about that story later.
Oh,
Mr. Bezos.
Yeah, that's our first story that we're going to get into.
Oh, good.
But,
Good.
Yeah, I know. I'm good. Just give me a second. But continue.
Oh no, I was just gonna jump into it. Austin.
Anytime you get this,
Austin, do not use this as a comedy crunch. All right, I need you to stick to writing and be involved in the conversation.
Anytime you got the picture camera, I'm gonna go.
Okay. So, before we begin to Bezos, we gotta. Austin,
I'm sorry.
That's enough.
This is why I need Peter here because I can't run all this stuff. No.
You want to get into this fact cap before we get into the Bezos? Because
Oh wait, I want to keep on going.
you want to keep on going for a little bit.
Well, listen. If anybody on your live wants to call in just private message him my phone number, and we'll put them in. We can have phone calls now.
I would have to go off my live to do that. So I mean, probably.
Well, tell your audience.
Oh, okay. Hold on, guys. If you want to call into the show,
don't tell them my phone number, but just DM you or something.
Guys, if you want to call into the show, you can DM Jair.
If you want to call me,
JYEWA116 on Instagram. You call into the show, we'll get you on the show. We'll have a conversation because we love you guys and we're trying to grow. Hey.
Okay, all right. Say that one more time. Say that one more time. Let the people know.
Guys, if you want to call into the show, you can. Just DM Jair, JYEWA116. DM him so we'll get you on the show. Give the number so you can call in Austin. And he can make sound effects and we can make fun of you. That's what it's about. But let's get into this weekend recap. You know what it is, man. Every show we give a recap of a week or weekend. We usually give 2 truths and 1 lie, or vice versa. I really don't know at this point, but hey, if you want to give 2 truths and 1 lie, go right ahead. And we have to distinguish which one is the truth and which one is the cap. I'm sorry I had a hiccup.
Yeah, I heard that coming.
I'm sorry I had the hiccup.
Jared never stuttered, so when I heard that, I was like, I looked at him and he said,
I time to time, but it came for me.
Oh, okay.
So Austin is up for the weekend recap. Go right ahead.
The weekend recap.
I like that.
That was
Okay, so all right. Weekend recap. Let's see my first one. So I'm gonna do 2 truths and 1 lie. So you're gonna figure out the lie.
Yeah.
I went to New Jersey at my uncle and aunt actually rented for 2 weeks. It's a really nice beach house. It was pretty sick.
Where at?
It was at
Belmar.
No, it's on the Jersey Shore. It's by Surf City. I forgot what town it is, but it looks just like Hampton Bays. Like you walk right in there, it looks just like Hampton.
Is it Manasquan?
No.
Okay.
It is not Manasquan.
Are the natives as scattered as they are in Hampton Bays?
No. It's all old white people.
Okay, so no casinos. Got it.
No. That's on the other. It's only 30 minutes away from Atlantic City.
I see.
Number 2 is I kayaked and I fell off the kayak.
Oh.
And I got sick. That's number 2.
Well, where were you kayaking?
I was kayaking at the beach house.
In the water?
In the water.
The water.
No, the ocean, like bay.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was on there, and I haven't been kayaking in years. Kayaking is so much fun. I fell off pretty bad.
Okay.
And then my third lie or truth is that I had a Wawa for the first time, and oh man, they made great tuna sandwiches. They had a great sandwich. It was awesome.
All right. I think I know what the cap is.
All right. I know what the cap is.
I think the third one is the cap because there ain't no way in hell with the amount of family that you have in New Jersey that's the first time that you had Wawa. Get out of your son that you make good sandwiches. And I don't know why the hell you would go to Wawa and get tuna. That would be your first choice. I don't know why you threw up in the kayak in the first place. You got tuna from Wawa. And did you know Subway doesn't even have tuna?
Really?
Yeah, that's not real tuna. It's probably like chopped up cat or something like that. I don't know what it is. But you definitely did not go to Wawa for the first time. That's a staple in New Jersey. And if you went to New Jersey at least 3 times, you stopped at a Wawa for a coffee, for a hoagie, or getting called the N-word in the bathroom. So, either way, what?
That happens?
No. I mean, you can if you want to. Come for the smoothie. But anyway, that was not your first time being in a Wawa. So number 3 is the cap.
What do you think, Jay?
I'm gonna go ahead and say number 3 is the cap.
Okay.
Just because you did tell me already that you went to New Jersey, and I saw it all over your Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok.
No, TikTok.
Pornhub. I saw it all.
How'd you get that? I'm on a different music.
I wouldn't want to see that.
The second one that you got sick, I don't really believe that. The only sick that you get is jumping into that pool in your backyard because it's all green.
It is all green, but remember, if you pay attention to Snapchat, you did see him in the water, and he was struggling to be on a floaty. His cousin was in the kayak, and the guy looked like he was.
Oh my God, that's right.
He was dehydrated. He was floating, and he looked a little discombobulated. It looked like his ex-girlfriend made him a plate of food that he couldn't eat because she wanted to take a picture of it. So that's what it is.
All right, so you guys both think that number 3. Well, want to say.
Yes, I know.
You guys are all wrong. You're so stupid, so dumb, so dumb.
I'm right.
Number 2 was the lie. I'm an expert kayaker. I would never fall into that ocean. Number 3, I never been to Wawa because Wawas don't. There's none by Verona where all my New Jersey family lives.
Wow.
And number one was true.
So
Basically, it was great tuna, yo. Amazing tuna.
Wait.
Okay. So you said last week you can't say a truth or a lie and then change it a little bit.
No, but it isn't. That's not a lie. I said I went kayaking and I fell. That's not changing a little bit. That's not changing a little bit.
Okay. And you never had a tuna sandwich. You never had a tuna sandwich.
From Wawa, I never been to Wawa. It was sick. It was like 4 of them. It was awesome. It's so much better than 7-Eleven.
All right, Anthony Devin wants to be in the live. So Anthony, you can DM Jair JYEWA116
my phone number,
and he'll give you Austin's phone number. So Anthony Devin _ is his username.
I'm gonna connect to his Wi-Fi right now. So
yeah, so you can call him in so we can talk to your brother.
Next week we'll have a dedicated phone line for it.
Yeah.
I don't feel like paying for it today. Really don't feel like doing it. But no, like I said, it's if I went, I was kayaking on a red kayak and I went, wrong, I was on a yellow kayak.
Okay.
That's what it is.
I got you.
But I knew that you guys knew I was in Jersey, and I knew that Wawas are popular. I was like, I'm gonna get them. So I was all ready for this one. Wow, both lost.
All right. I thought I had to.
Before we get into the news, I really want to know, Jared, how did your comedy go?
How did my comedy go? What type of sentence is that? How did my comedy go?
How did it go? How did
your marriage go? What does that mean, dude?
What date are you gonna fill everybody else in? How did comedy? What date did he have the show?
So you had a show on Saturday. You had a show at Broadway Comedy Club around 6:00.
My audition.
I could not go, but I bought a ticket. I think Jair too couldn't go and bought a ticket.
You didn't.
You mean I didn't go or I didn't buy the ticket?
You didn't buy a ticket.
Yeah, why didn't you buy a ticket?
Wait. Time out. I didn't go or I didn't buy the ticket?
You didn't buy a ticket.
I didn't go?
And you didn't go. Yeah.
This is really awkward now. I'm glad you brought the music back up. No, I didn't go and I couldn't buy a ticket.
Why didn't
I was in
you
New
buy a
Jersey.
ticket?
I was in New Jersey.
I went to New Jersey too. I still bought a ticket because I don't want him to get kicked off.
Listen, there's a lot of things that we both do that we don't support each other in. And I support this man in comedy, but I had other things going on.
Yeah.
You can say
yeah, he had a lot of things going on. He had to go to New Jersey to pick some drinks back with the meals at that bar. So that's what that was last night. That's what he had. That was last night.
I went to Ducks game instead.
So as soon as he heard Bills, he said, I could have went.
I'm going.
Well, how was the show, Jerry?
Show
was good. The audition went well. The booker told me I did a very good job, and he said, "Don't hit me up before Friday because I will not reach out to you until then." So he told me I did good. I'll probably on Friday if I'm passed.
What is this exactly for? This is not a regular comedy stand-up.
It's an audition to get into a club. So a lot of comedians are past at clubs like the Comedy Cellar. There are comedians that are past there. Once you get in, like you're a paid comic there, and that's what I'm trying to do at Broadway and Greenwich Village Comedy Club.
I like that.
Audition.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Well, sorry I couldn't be there.
No, it's okay. I put it in the group chat like a month ago, and I asked him if he's going, and he was like, "Yo, I work on Saturdays 3
I do work on Saturdays, and you know that. I try to come here, but I have work after this.
No. He said I work on Saturdays 3 to 11. And I went on Snapchat, and I saw he was in New Jersey, so I was like, "What's going on here?"
Wait, every Saturday, I have work though.
That does not matter because you weren't at work at the time of my audition when I looked at Snapchat.
I was not, but there's other things that I have to do.
Okay, but you didn't say that. You said, I'm going to be at work.
Austin, what time do I leave this podcast every Wednesday?
That doesn't matter. You said you're going to be at work, and you weren't at work, which is okay. It's fine. Like
What's that Christmas video?
Why are you bringing up things that have nothing to do with the situation? Now you're making yourself more guilty.
I'm not making myself more.
You are making yourself more guilty.
So this is Christmas video that Jared told me to write.
You see how he's trying to change the subject right now? You see that? The Christmas video is on this SD card.
I admitted it. I said I was not there, but I had other things to do. But the Christmas video was supposed to come out a month ago. Jared said, "Yeah, I'll edit it in a week," and then
the Christmas video is on. The Christmas video is on this SD card right now.
The Christmas video is in space with Mr. Jeff Bezos, the moneyest, wealthiest.
See how this guy gets smooth transitions when he wants to stop talking about certain topics.
I'm not talking about. What do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about? Want to know what happened about what?
I want to know how the audition when he said it went well, and then do you think that
it's but see, like there are comics there that they're taking a lot of new talent, and there are comics that told me, listen, if you kill it, you get passed. Or some people they do well and they get like 2-week residencies or a month residencies where it's like they kind of monitor your growth, but you're not necessarily passed, but you're not like unpassed. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know what killing is to them. I mean, I did well. I had people after the show tell me I did good. A couple of other comics, like they brought their family, and they said like, oh, it was only the person that they came for and me that was good, that they really enjoyed. So I don't know, man.
How many people were you able to get in the seats?
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people.
And then you sold 7 tickets and I bought 1.
Yeah.
All right. And the booker was fine.
Booker was fine. It was kind of hard to keep track of it, but the booker was fine with it.
That's good. I want to make sure. Because I even told Luke, but he didn't answer me until I stoned him.
Yeah, but Peter came, so I appreciate that.
Peter actually went. Pete. Well, tell us. I didn't know Peter went.
I invited him along with me.
No, I know. But
I feel like I gotta get rich when I go to this guy's comedy club shows, because when I go, I walk in, they say, "Yo, cover charge at the door." I'm like, okay. I go and sit down. You have to buy 2 drinks.
That's what it is. They got to make their money somehow.
Yeah, but can't a brother just laugh? Like, dang, I gotta spend money.
There's a price to laugh.
You can laugh. This podcast.
Oh, Netflix is free. $14.99 a month though.
It's free if you know somebody. Yeah, my God,
it's $14.99 a month. Shut up.
It's $14. It's cheaper, but it's not free.
You don't know? You don't have an internet Netflix?
Say that word again. Go ahead.
You don't have an
internet. Say it again. Do I have an internet Netflix?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I do, and I get it for free for $14.99 a month.
That doesn't make any sense.
Okay, shut up.
I don't know. You're in the upside down in a capitalistic society, but okay.
You're in the stranger.
I'm in the upside down because gravity is lifted from my feet because we went to space, baby. Once again.
See how good this guy is at transitions when he doesn't want to talk about a certain topic?
I want to hear more about this.
If you want Jair to be smooth, then bury him in a hole and don't give him a shovel. He will find his way out of that hole. Okay, that's what that guy does. Okay, give him a gun. Give him a gun with no bullets and surround him with 12 wolves. Somehow those wolves be crying by the time it's done.
Do a wolf effect. Okay. That was close.
Let's get into this first news story, man. What we got popping off? What happened on a global scale?
On a global scale,
hold on. Wait, let's this one. What we got today?
Oh, that's great. That's great.
All right,
we are the news.
Welcome to How You Know, the news of the world.
Coming to you live today is Mr. Iwa, that was supposed to be a part of the but he didn't. I don't think he got drafted.
Looking at the people that went on that flight, you wouldn't have been allowed. If you got on that flight, you would have been in the back of the module.
Jeff Bezos should have took like one Amazon driver. It'd been funny.
You know, he thanked his Amazon workers too.
No,
after
I would think
he said they paid for it.
Yeah, they did.
So does that mean all these Amazon are they going to get a raise?
I need the premise.
We have to introduce what happened because you guys just dived into it.
You got to give up. You're right.
All right, go, Jared. Sorry.
No, go ahead. You guys.
Want me to do it?
Yeah,
so, Mr. Jeff Bezos.
Fake news.
Jeff Bezos launched his pod. Is it called Blue? What's his little
Blue penis?
Blue what?
The name like a penis.
Blue Orbit, I believe.
Blue Orbit.
Yeah.
His own company that he made from whatever
space.
Anyway, he has his brother. He had Miss Wally Frank.
That's a hell of a name. Wally, the movie about the space and how humans are going off and creating a new world. I see what he did there.
Wally Frank and Rich Man's Son.
Oh yeah, that guy that paid a bunch of money.
Yeah, ridiculous price, but he can afford it. That went to space.
How messed up is your kid that you have to send him off in space for 10 minutes?
Like a drug
11
addict.
minutes actually.
11 minutes? Oh.
Johnny, if you do not clean up your room, I'm sending you up to space.
And I liked it.
You know, you didn't sound like a rich father. You sound a little bit more like a trailer park father. That was drunk a little bit there.
Listen, old money, new money.
Johnny, if you don't clean up your room, you're going straight to space, mister.
Right up to the moon. You got me teed off. Right up to the moon.
If you don't clean up this room, I'm going to turn this upside down. Oh, I just texted myself. Whoa. That was nice.
Yeah, we got effect. Can we use that when we do?
No, because
when
it's
we
like
curse now.
I wish.
That was nice, yo. Know your nose. I just sent myself on my own podcast. How do I do that? I was listening to too much Kids Bop.
No, smooth,
clean,
like smooth jack. Oh, that was nice.
I would turn this room upside down with the power of gravity.
Okay.
In Jesus' name.
So there's a long history behind Wally Frank. In 1960, she was one of the Mercury 13 women. I don't know if I believe it.
Mercury 13. What is that? A WNBA team?
Is that a WNBA team? No, idiot. So she was actually supposed to go to space a while ago. She was in her competitors were all men. And guess what?
Rachel Nichols came and messed it all up for
her.
Don't say that.
But you don't say that over here.
Talk about it on the
Shut the hell up. Don't say it over here. So
I will send to you right now.
She was supposed to be up in space decades ago, 1960s. And of course, she was a woman and was never allowed up. Fast forward, 70 years? No, 40, 60, carry to 20, 60 years. She is now the oldest woman, oldest female, the oldest being to ever. She's about to expire, so how old? 80. She's the oldest being to ever be in space. So not only does she have the last laugh, she has the last fart, the last, I don't know if she has diapers on yet, but she got the last everything. So she's going to be the last.
That's really when she got up into space and she started floating around, and candies came out of her pocket and butterscotch.
So supposedly, with the interview with Jeff Bezos after he landed, and she landed, obviously, her false teeth were flying around in gravity.
Oh my God.
And comments from the young rich boy said he liked it.
That was good. That's actually one more time.
That's actually
breaking news with Jair. Oh God!
I was right up there. Space got a little bit chompy.
But yes, Mr. Rich, Jeff Bezos, Amazon. And I was actually invested in Amazon until I took my stocks. I probably should have kept them in there.
Do you think, like, how bad would it have been if the spaceship,
yes,
the spaceship exploded?
If the rocket exploded,
yeah,
before it got to space, or you don't think
when it got to space and just went boom? Because if you
being the richest person in the world and being the biggest billion, I don't think anything could go wrong.
Well, I mean, like the SpaceX one, sometimes they go up there and they explode. How many test runs do you think they did?
How many test runs? His own. I'm going to just guess at least 75 to 100.
Peter, you
has the money.
How would you test run that though?
You just keep sending. It's like keep sending them up.
Mini models.
Yeah,
not the same exact. Because that cost.
That just seems repetitive.
What was that? Oh, it was
9.3. You can tell the science is like that. Like, how
You
do you want the rocket to go?
put it through a space
Uppity.
Austin, correct me if I'm wrong. Was it 11.3 billion?
Sure.
11.3.
I think
11.3 billion.
It was like somewhere around 2 billion a minute. Basically. It was only 11 minutes. I think, or am I just? It was 11 minutes.
To space, didn't they? I thought they
It's called 11.3 billion. I mean, it's something to see something to see the owner of your company going to space on 11.3 billion.
Uh-huh.
When you ask to get a 50-cent raise so you can make $18.50 a week, they suspend you for a week for asking.
Is that happening to you?
No.
So,
But it is very interesting. I didn't even know he had a company. I didn't know that he was going off in space. I thought it was like a whole week.
It was all secret.
The guy went up there for 10 minutes with a whole group of men. Maybe if he would have brought a woman, they would have lasted longer. If space travel was anything like sex, I mean, they probably would have lasted longer. But you brought 2 dudes and one old lady. That looked like
still gets down.
That looks like if she was to cook with Paula Dean, the N-words would be flying around that kid.
No, okay.
So
she still gets down. You know why I know that?
Teeth.
When her false
she
teeth
came back to the earth.
The youngest guy there came back happy. And supposedly he couldn't get white stuff on his face because gravity took it away. Take it away, Austin.
Why would No.
I love the music now.
You open this portal, I'm gonna close it. Why would there be white stuff on his face?
Because gravity took it.
Why would it be there to stop? Why would it be there in the first place?
What do you mean, why would it be there first?
You said she took out her teeth and you said white stuff didn't get on his face. Why would it get on his face?
Because she sucked the soul out of him in space.
Oh, like a soul stone.
No.
She blipped him?
No,
They know
what he did was he went, Grandma, this might be the only time I could ever get one of these because we might die. Can I please get some?
I got it.
No, hold on. Wait a minute, you got it. Go ahead.
Okay. But yeah, so rich man goes up to outer space,
And rich man come down.
That's good. So Jared goes to the group chat after we posted. Jeff Bezos just landed. Jared's like,
Jared said,
wait, he wasn't on the Earth for a second.
Jared said,
And then everyone was like, Jared, you joking? He was like, no, really, I didn't know about this. I didn't listen to this.
yeah, because the Amazon workers, they don't let you see the light of day.
Yeah, everyone was
What all that noise was?
everyone was joking like, no, Jeff Bezos went into space now. Amazon workers can get a bathroom break. I was like, no, because they have cameras in the vans.
Yeah.
Did they have cameras in the van?
Wait, so can you actually, as an Amazon worker, can you explain? Have you worked in the warehouse before? Or just
I don't work in the warehouse. When I go in the warehouse to load up, and they're like, you can tell these people they're kind of like, they're stern with you, and they don't really have that much of a personality. I mean, you have like the ones that are cool with you, but like most of it's just like, I mean, if the A in Amazon can stand for something else, it could stand for antebellum, if you know what I mean.
Oh my! Wait, so
is it really that bad?
you
of a
work
work environment? Like, gotta be. All those news.
No, I mean, so like when I first started, they would give us like snacks every day, but now the snacks have stopped. Like, I mean, in the warehouse, like, they'll get like food for them, like they'll get Chick-fil-A from time to time and stuff like that. But there have been like with black workers unions for Amazon that try to come together, like 6,000 of them, and like 6,000 workers. And Amazon has hired like coalitions to take them down and stuff like that.
Really?
So I do believe there's no way that a company can run like that without having some type of abuse. But on a grand scale, they do a good thing, and they do good business and good charity and stuff like that. But there's no way a company that big doesn't have some dark spots.
Well, we all
Some of
know
those dark spots could be very big.
we all know one thing, and one thing only. We will never be sponsored by Amazon.
We would never be sponsored.
You will never be sponsored. I'm not going to be hired by Amazon, but it's on the podcast.
Jared, we got good news, bad news. Good news is you stay. Bad news is you're fired.
The bad news
Good news is
you got life.
we got your payment.
Bad news.
You got life. Imagine you get fired from Amazon. You could never use Amazon again. That's
Yeah.
I hope my light stands are coming in tomorrow. If I get fired, I better get those light stands.
No more Prime.
Oh my god.
Oh, you want a nightstand? Why don't you go buy it at the store next door for it?
So you said it's not that bad either way, but are you one of those workers that gets involved with all the drama and all that? Or you
No,
just go
bro,
to work and go home?
I'm not in the warehouse to do that. I go to my dispatcher. I grab my van.
Tell me a day. Take me through a
I
day.
go to my dispatcher. I check in my van. I sign into the app. I see how many packages, where I'm at on Long Island. I go to the warehouse. I wait. I go in there, load up. They usually give us 20 minutes, and then I'm out the door. Then I deliver my packages, and I return my van to my dispatcher.
Nassau, Suffolk. You usually deliver.
We're kind of in both.
Which warehouse do you work at? Amityville?
Left Beach. They don't have Amityville.
What's the farthest out east you've been?
So close. Probably Montauk. That's the farthest you can go.
Oh, there has to be another.
No, after
probably
Montauk is the end.
Smithtown or Hop Hog.
Oh, you remember? Oh, I know what you mean.
Is there another base further out east?
Surely.
Surely, yeah.
Shirley.
Yeah,
There's a cute girl that come over to deliver them.
There's another one in Garden City.
Garden City. Okay.
I'll tell you.
I'll tell my girl.
Yeah, it's I did not know he went to space. I didn't know that was a real thing. I didn't
Not
know
the UK. How does that affect you though? Like
it doesn't. No, it doesn't affect. I just thought it would have been on the world news, but then I saw he went up there for 11 minutes. I'm like, all right. Like, how you gonna spend $11.8 billion to just go up there for 11 minutes?
You better
do something. You better play tennis. You better play hockey. I don't care what you do. You can do some.
No, you know what it is.
You can play beer pong in space, but you better go up there more than 11 minutes. That's all I know. He's talking about. I think the Amazon workers are paying for this. $11.5 billion. They're gonna go up there for 11 minutes.
This is what happened, right? He got up there, right, and then they're up there.
You can fart in space. I don't care. You better do something.
No, he goes up there, right, and he goes, "This is nice." All right, now bring it back.
So when he went there, you think he actually thought that he was doing something? I mean, what did he prove? What did he prove?
I don't know what he proved. Other people went to space. I mean, with Amazon money, you better go to the moon.
It's the richest. It's the rich. So
Amazon might better go to Mars.
Who's the other person that's racing to space right now from the other country?
Elon.
Oh, it's Elon. Damn, why did I think somewhere in Russia?
I don't know. I think probably. I mean, maybe secretly, but I think I think it shows how Elon is leaps and bounds ahead of Jeff because, like, Elon is working on chips and they're working on like microchip and like neural links and stuff like that. But this guy Jeff just went into space for 11 minutes and came back down. Elon, once he goes up there, he's staying.
He's
Elon,
though.
I mean, Elon is like the guy that is lazy in your friend group, and he's like, "Yo, can I crash on your couch for like 2 days?" And he ends up staying 4 weeks.
Elon.
Yeah, but Jeff Bezos is not even the company. He's not even your boss anymore.
Oh yeah, he stepped down so he could go into space for 11 minutes and then come back down.
Who's richer? Jeff Bezos.
I don't know what happened to Jeff. That guy is weird. I don't know what happened to his face, but every time I look at Jeff Bezos, it looks like someone accidentally squeezed a lime into his left eye, and the other one is like trying to like blink it out.
Elon Musk reminds me of oh gosh, the Spider-Man. Who's Green Goblin?
Spider-Man. He doesn't remind me of that.
He's a little droopy, no?
He looks more like Doc Ock.
No, I mean that's probably I wouldn't say that. No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say Doc Ock. He looks more like Doc Ock. I mean, his face is probably so droopy because I mean, it's hot there in South Africa.
Once again, I'm gonna do a smooth transition talking about Jeff Bezos in space. Did we watch NBA Space Jam yet?
No, I'm skipping that. You see the reviews on it?
I've seen the reviews, but I've never watched the first however many. It was only Michael Jordan.
One. There's only one.
Oh, there's only one. Okay,
the first one is good. You know, I mean, it's not like great. I mean, it's good. Okay. It's really
it's great. It's great. For us, for being
culture, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Growing up in that era, it is great.
I'm talking about like from a movie standpoint.
I love the Looney Tunes and stuff, so I figured I would watch the first one, but I never did.
Yeah, but there's just so much like when the Bugs Bunny, when the what's her name, the other bunny, Bella Bunny or something.
I'm not
Lola
sure.
Bunny.
Lola Bunny, and then they were like desexualizing her and stuff. You knew you're like, oh man, this movie's.
That's
they're gonna be stepping in.
That's the real mark of a movie when they desexualize a animated bunny. Then
Remember they took out Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah, I mean, but that guy like did make people feel uncomfortable.
No, but I'm saying that
even back then he made people feel uncomfortable. Like Dave Chappelle has that joke where he's like, "Oh, when I love Pepe Le Pew when I was younger, but then when I was watching it with my nephew, I realized, oh man, this guy's a rapist." Like,
yeah, no, it's true. But
he's coming on a little strong.
What I'm saying is that what I'm talking about is that when there's so many variables and you can't let the writers and the performers and people do your thing, it's going to be bad. And then he said that I read one review. It was the review for Space Jam 2. It said LeBron just stick to basketball. That was the whole review.
But LeBron is not a bad actor. He's not a bad entertainer.
No, he's not bad. He was on Amy Schumer.
He's in Trainwreck and the commercials that he make. The commercials,
good, but it's just
commercials. The sound is going viral on TikTok. Like, oh Lord, that's from
LeBron 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's from 10 years ago. But that's a LeBron commercial, and he played all those characters, and he did it pretty well. I mean, a lot of people
bad acting, but the reviews are funny.
But yeah, the reviews are funny. This is that. But listen, it's an animated movie. It's Space Jam, and honestly, the most animation that they used on that movie was to bring his hairline back. So like,
you're right.
You got to understand, like, it's a movie. It's for the culture. It's just to bring people together.
But not even kids are liking it. Not even they.
Yeah, because they're too busy wearing a mask.
Yeah,
all right,
wow, that's true.
They're breathing into their face. They got gusher fumes going into their eyes. They can't see nothing. They can't enjoy nothing.
If you're under 12 and you got that mask on,
and why would you even want to watch a movie where you got all this ass on TikTok bouncing around freely?
You're right.
I mean, yes, it's free. I get so mad when I go on TikTok.
I get it.
I get so mad when I go on TikTok because it's like, yo, I'm making these skits. I'm writing. I'm sticking to writing like you should, and I'm sticking to writing, and I'm making videos, and then I just go on a girl's page and she's just bouncing a left treat.
Well, you know what? We need to start bouncing our.
No, that's you.
That's not where I was going. That's not where I was going with that. I was saying we got to start basking that basketball.
No.
Space Jam.
Jair, you're in the hole. Stay there.
We got to go to NBA.
I'm not helping you up. You're in the hole. Stay there.
It's the Olympics.
But like, you know, I know he's lying, and I appreciate what Jair does because like when we go out, like he dances and stuff like that. He'll do some questionable moves, but I let him rock because like he's having fun. And a lot of our friends, they'll be like, "Yo, don't do that." I'll be like, "Yo, have fun." But I do have to put caps on things. Like the other day, when we went out and we dancing, and his favorite song came on, and he like started to twerk. Oh, you did.
I don't twerk.
Jair, you started to twerk.
I don't twerk.
Jair, you started to twerk.
I would never.
You were in Meatball. I'm not gonna give the location, but if you want me to give more details, I will. And we were in Meatball, and he started to twerk, and all my friends were like, "Yo, Jair, what are you doing?" And they grabbed him and was like, "Yo, let him rock. He's just having fun." And Jair said, "Thank you." Then he proceeded to bust it open again, and then he looked over his shoulder.
No.
Yeah, you whipped your hand, though.
I'm Jair, not Jair.
That was a good one, but unfortunately, you were. You whipped his hair, and he looked at me, and I had his hair. Now I know you're like, I don't got long hair. Come on, no. Yeah, You know his mom be doing his hair different. Or your aunt.
Both. And a jar.
And a jar. They do a great job.
Thank you.
I mean, black women know how to braid.
Yeah, the whole hairstyle.
They know how to do the belt properly.
That's true.
But
You saw the new TikTok?
Yeah, that was a good one.
Thank you.
But this guy started to twerk and he looked over his
Imagine it
shoulder
right now.
and I had to.
Oh, come on now. That's
No, I'm talking about the scene. I got it in my head. I can see it at Meatball.
And he started looking at me. I said, Jair, you're gonna have to put a clap on that. Do not look back as you twerk. You can twerk, you just don't look back at it. He's like, all right. And then he proceeded to do it again, and I just left. But there's multiple witnesses.
There's
multiple witnesses.
Mike,
bro.
Nell,
What's this, a crime scene?
Emily. Yeah. After what I saw.
Fix your camera.
Oh gosh. All right. Well, I'm gonna wait until Jared puts it down and walks away from the mic.
Okay,
And say, that is a lie.
There he is.
I don't have to argue with him right now.
What's the
'cause he's
lie?
fixing his camera. So
What's the lie?
the lie is I'm a good dancer, but I was not. Why the heck would I twerk? Shake my booty if I'm not getting paid for it. Come
You
on.
do it. I saw you at Patrick. You do that too.
You saw me at Patcho shaking my butt.
Yeah, this is Jair.
I was not shaking my butt. If I'm not getting paid for it, I'm not shaking my butt.
Wait,
That's what I
wait. You're playing. Wait, Jared, look, you're playing the
Huh.
video. I'm watching your video right now. That's,
So you have an OnlyFans. Jared just admitted that he has an OnlyFans.
yeah, he has
we gotta
only
look
one
him up
fan.
because, well, first of all, how much money do you
Only
generate
one
out of
fan.
that?
Yeah,
Oh,
how
he
much?
only has one fan.
How much? How much money? How much moolah? This is
Uh-huh.
this is him when he's like,
Yeah, he's cashing out.
cash out, cash out.
I remember at Farmingdale State College across. There was a deli. There was a beautiful young lady there. I forgot her name. She always used to help me out. Anyway, I walked up and I told her, I said, "Hey, can I have the regular?" Blah blah blah. I was a regular, so it was the Hungry Man. Bacon,
Hungry Man's a good one.
yeah, bacon, sausage, 3 eggs, cheese, hash browns sometimes if you want.
You know
used to
what?
get the
I'm
corn
getting,
muffin.
I'm getting real sick of those diner places, like not being caught up to date with the terms. Hungry, non-binary. So anyway, when I sat down, when I sat down, I must admit that delivery was bad because I almost dropped my AirPods and I focused on patching them.
So I sat down. I was with my friend Giovanni. Shout out to him. He's upstate right now doing his thing.
In Albany,
No.
Giovanni hit me up about one of my friends. He's like, "Yo, you know her? She's smart." I was like, "Yeah." He goes,
My
"You want to
mom.
be all with her?" I was like, "I don't know." He's like, "Yo, bro, call me." I never called him. Okay.
Why he just called you? Well, why is it your
They
job?
don't know. They don't even know. Anyway,
Yeah, I know.
so fast backwards forwards. Fast backwards forwards, and we put it in reverse. We sat down, and someone walked in with a wad of cash right in their hands, and I was like, "What the heck? Why would you just walk around with that?" It was like a stack of $1 bills, but it was like she was holding it with both hands. I'm like, "Why would someone walk around like this, especially in a deli? Well, she's gonna pay for my breakfast, which she didn't. Just loser." And Giovanni Giovanni sits down and goes, "Did you see that?" I'm like, "No, I stepped on this. Look at it." I'm like, "Oh, okay." She walks past us. Giovanni's like, "Are you gonna ask her if she's a stripper?" I'm like, "Why would I ask? I don't really care unless she's giving me money." And so she walked by. Giovanni was like, "Excuse me, where'd you get that money from? And why do you have such an abundance of it?" And she goes, "I work down the street at what's the park called? Gossip. And from." How are you so excited? Have you been there?
No, I just know every time I used to pass through Farmingdale, I love just looking at gossip.
Anyway, she works at Gossip, so she walks around with wads of cash. I wish I would have got her name because we could have got her on the show.
We could probably guess her name. It's either
There's probably some type of
peaches,
wood,
Yeah,
like mahogany, or
mahogany,
teak, or
mahogany.
cherry.
Well, anyway, Mahogany,
It's probably Jamie.
if you're seeing this podcast, you didn't pay for my breakfast, and you didn't. You're messed up, Mahogany.
Mahogany. This one goes out to you.
Mahogany.
Is your friend gonna call it Mahogany?
What's going on?
It's like a
Brown.
It's like a brown.
yeah,
So what
it's
color
like
is
red
burgundy?
Red.
That's it's
A red brown.
Burgundy's
Mahogany's
red brown and mahogany's
a brown red.
A brown red and a red brown.
red.
All right. Well,
Is
for
he-
the
is-
Red
is he
Sun,
calling
the
in?
Suns are not doing so good, huh?
No, they're not.
we gotta let's
Yeah,
take a
we're
let's
not
take a let's take a break before we go.
Hold on.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna take a big break before we get.
Did Anthony Devin ever hit you up?
Yeah, where is he? Did he call?
Anthony Devin ever hit you up?
Check your Instagram.
Check Instagram.
Oh, before we go.
Oh my God! Imagine you hit him up like 20 minutes ago. Well, tell him over the break.
Look at general a request.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that. No, nope. All right. For everybody tuning in, you can reach me on my Instagram, JYEWA116, if you want to talk to us live on the show. I'm going to DM you a private number, and we're going to get you on the air. And we're going to talk about the NBA Finals when we come back. Bye.
All right, bye-bye. Oh, wait.
My kid's in the right car seat. Well, I think he is.
Yeah, my kid's in a booster seat. He was ready to move up. He is ready, right?
Her car seat looks like the right size.
There are probably rules on when to move up to a booster seat, aren't there?
Rear facing, forward facing. I think I have it right.
Car crashes are a leading killer of children 1 to 13. Are your children in the right car seat for their age and size? Don't think you know. Know you know. Go to safercar.gov/the-right seat.
I know my child's in the right car seat, or else I wouldn't get in the driver's seat.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You don't usually get a stop tip from a 16-year-old, but I'm here to tell you about a different kind of stop. It's called Better Futures, a stop for social change that's not about making money. Instead, you invest to help students like me go to college. This is beyond a simple donation. It's the opportunity for America to invest in its kids and take an active stake in the future of the country. The return on your investment isn't money. What you get back is knowing you protected our potential. So one day, that potential can grow up to become surgeons and architects, executives and engineers, people who can change the future just by being a part of it. My name is Alicia, and I am your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. A public service announcement brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
This is Nnamdi Asamoah. I play football for the Philadelphia Eagles, but what I do off the field with United Way might be more important. I'm a volunteer tutor and mentor. Why? Because over 1 million kids a year drop out of school, and that's not okay. It takes 12 years to create a graduate. It takes about the same time to create a dropout. And the difference between a child becoming one or the other could be me, or it could be you. Studies show that if we get to these kids earlier, their chances are better. And kids who read well by 3rd grade are more likely to graduate. So join me in United Way. Suit up and take the pledge. Become a volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor. Because when a child succeeds, we all succeed. Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Take the pledge at unitedway.org. Brought to you by United Way, the Ad Council, and the National Football League.
They'll challenge your authority. They'll try to break your will. They'll push you to the edge of your sanity. Because that's what kids do. But this car is your territory, not theirs. Defend it. Who makes the payments? Who cleans it? Who drives it? You do. That's who. And in here, your word is law. So when you say you won't move until everyone's buckled up, you won't budge an inch. Until you hear that click. Never give up until they buckle up. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council. For more information, visit safercar.gov/kidsbuckleup. Let's go inside the mind of a 10-year-old.
I should have worn those earrings today. I like those earrings. Gabby has those awesome earrings. I need to ask her where she got those, but that's just what she would want me to do. I'll have Michaela ask her for me.
Buckle up, Sarah.
Yeah, but then Michaela will be like, why don't you just ask her yourself? That's just like Michaela.
Sarah, buckle up.
Michaela's such a great name. I wish I was called Michaela. There's like a dozen Sarahs in my class.
Hey, we're not hitting the road until you buckle up, honey.
Oh yeah, seatbelt. I forget sometimes because my brain is like busy, you know? I wonder if there's pizza at school today.
Sometimes it can be tough to get through to your kids, but it's not impossible. Always make sure they're wearing their seatbelts, even on short drives. Remember, you have the keys, you have the power. Never give up until they buckle up. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council. Visit safercar.gov/kidsbuckleup for more information.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your basement. There's a pair of overalls that overall you're not seeing to anymore. A perfectly good laptop that hasn't sat in your lap in months. And even more stuff, but still no jobs? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed, right? Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff, even inside that winter coat that moved with you to Phoenix.
Of course my kid's in the right car seat. Well, I
Unlock.
think he
Welcome back to the show, everybody. Welcome back to How You Know. We got some music playing. I got to turn this off. Nope. Wrong button. Wrong button. Wrong button. More wrong buttons. More wrong buttons. All right. We're good to go now. Yep. What's up, Jay? Oh, wow. Look at that. Your camera just shut off as soon as we sat down. Now we are. Hey, why don't you get off your phone for a second?
But you told me to give you a call in.
Yeah, that was 10 minutes ago.
That was literally 2 seconds ago.
All right, I'm in the middle with you. It's just 3 minutes ago.
All right, Anthony. We're back live, so
welcome back.
Podcast.
Yeah, tell somebody. Tell like anybody. Your mom would be cool. It'd be cool to interview your mom. I'm not making a joke. It'd be cool to. Do you think she would call in? Do you think
your mom to call in? How about that?
She's working. I can't. She just called me before.
It's a Wednesday. What do you think my mom's doing?
I don't know. Working?
That's what moms do.
I'm just asking. I don't want to get all upset with me. I'm not making a joke. I'm just asking.
Jared, what's your mom doing?
My mom is
working.
Actually, no, she's actually not working right now.
Oh,
good going, Jair.
Ruined that, huh?
Great.
But welcome back, guys. Listen, let's get into these sports. A lot of things happen in the sports world. We're gonna end with a major one. I want to get into this other thing that happened, Austin. What happened at the? You always want to talk about the Yankees game because Austin doesn't like to talk anything about baseball or Tinder matches that he didn't get. So what happened at these Yankee games?
Well, the Yankee game the other day, a fan ran onto the field and got demolished by a security guard. And when I say demolished, it was like watching the Jets, who are pretty bad, playing a little league football team, getting crushed. He made it to maybe 10 to 15 feet away from a player, and this security guard came out of nowhere. Now, what the players are taught to do now, back in the 70s and 80s and 90s, the players used to go and tackle them themselves, but you can get sued now. For
that. Really?
Yeah. So
is that just for baseball though? That's not for all sports.
Well, I mean, it's probably for all sports, but for baseball especially, you're not allowed to touch the fan unless the fan touches you. You're actually supposed to run away. Actually, so the guy, I think the fine is like $1,000 and a day in jail, and they go to Yankee jail because each one of these stadiums have their own little jail cell just in case something happens.
Yeah.
And he went to Yankee jail for the day.
Wow.
And now I think he's probably in jail right now. He's probably in jail until around 8 o'clock.
$1,000 fine. That's not bad. Run around the city and get your name out there. Oh, that's not the city. Run around the field and get your name out there.
But what else happens is that the news, the broadcasting the game, they say not to show up, like not to show the player, not to show the fan run on.
But it's very hard because it is a live game.
It is a live game.
Oh.
They actually stopped. When they were playing, I think it was actually Yankee, and Gary Jeter got hurt, and the cameraman zoomed into his ankle, and the Yankees are like, "Yeah, how about you don't show that?" And ever since then, they've been kind of censoring what you can show and not show. But someone captured it. It's perfectly But yeah, he ran out to the field. He's stupid. And not even a couple of days before that, there was a shooting outside the Washington Nationals Stadium. There was an active shooter. They thought they was inside the stadium. So imagine you're sitting in a baseball game and they go, "Ladies and gentlemen, please sit back down. Please run."
Those people are. I'm not going to say dumb because you were scared, but they had the board that said, "Listen, there's an incident outside of the stadium. We are monitoring." You know when someone's bad when someone says we're monitoring.
Monitoring, yeah.
Like, what the hell are you going to do? You going to take what, some metal bats out there, handle it yourself?
Yeah, I feel like that's
you gonna hit a foul ball, hit them over the head? No.
Exactly.
But it's that bad. You said they're monitoring it. Please stay inside the stadium, and you see people booking it outside.
It's almost like The Purge.
But it is Washington D.C., so they probably had guns in their car.
Yeah, honestly.
Talk about The Purge. Anybody seen the new movie? The New Purge?
No. But this is you say they have jails in baseball stadiums?
They have jails in each stadium, even the MetLife or the Jets. Every single stadium, there has to be a place where security.
You get 3 hots in the cot. Best believe the hot is stale popcorn.
You get a player that got benched as the security guard.
You roll this Chapman in there.
Yeah, he's like you're sleeping in my place. When I mess up, I sleep down here.
You got CC Sabathia in there for being fat.
I know there's NYPD units in both. I think the Yankees and Mets Stadium. So they have their own. I think there's a unit that's just specifically for like baseball, or at least the stadium.
I know a couple cops that like to get on that unit. Yeah,
that'll like to get on the Yankees unit. I guess is that what it's called?
No,
Yankees,
just the baseball unit.
Well, I actually just went the Ducks game I went to. It was Team NYPD versus the Team Israel.
Yeah, Ducks game.
Team Israel.
Team Israel.
Ducks games they don't have cops.
No, I know
they have security, and when you look, they have security on the back of their shirt, and it's spelled wrong. So that's what you got.
Business, security. No, I actually at the game I saw someone get thrown out. It was a drunk guy, and it was yellow shirts. And they threw him out. They threw him out outside the stadium.
Oh, that's crowd control.
That's all they did. They threw him outside the stadium, and that was it. They didn't bring him anywhere. They just took his body and threw him out, and he started yelling.
You could treat security at those games like bouncers at a club. If you mess up, just slide them a 20 and we'll let you right back in.
Where'd he come from?
What? This guy just went streaky on the field? Why is he back in?
Yo,
he had 4 girls with him.
Let me tell you, Team NYPD, you guys look pretty awful. Oh my!
Were they that bad?
They were bad. Actually, the guy Brandon from Oneonta's on the team. He was on the baseball team. He's on that team.
Brandon who?
I gotta look it up.
Where is he from?
Jack Ryan said, "Jared, if I work on my knuckleball, can you get me a Ducks tryout? I'm trying to get some pull on Long Island, so if I can, I will."
I can. I get you a Ducks tryout.
Austin can?
Austin? You can? Yeah, I know people at the Ducks.
Dasani? All right.
Brandon Torres. You remember him?
Oh, Brandon Torres.
Yeah. He's my guy. He plays for that team. He's good. He did well, but his team was. I thought you had to be a cop to be on the team. No, I think you just play for it. It's called New York's Finest.
What? No, that doesn't sound right.
It's called you unless he's a cop.
How you gonna be New York's Finest and then you make sandwiches at Subway? Like that don't make sense.
But they got demolished by Team Israel. If anybody
probably all make sandwiches at Subway. That's why they got demolished.
Dude, he got killed, man.
New York's Finest. Man, put some extra black olives on my sandwich and call it.
They had the FDNY and NYPD football thing like a month and a half.
Well, yeah, the same thing with like baseball. But Team Israel is going to the Olympics and they're playing exhibition games. And Ian Kinsler. From the Detroit Tigers, probably a Hall of Fame guy.
Yeah.
I met him. I got his autograph. I couldn't get a picture. I'd rather get pictures than autographs. What would you, if you met say you met Dave Chappelle, and he said, I can either give you an autograph or a picture. Which one are you taking?
Oh, come on, that's stupid. I feel.
Which one are you taking?
Picture, right, Jared?
You get an autograph?
You want to take picture?
I'm not someone that I'm gonna display that I got. I don't want to really get either. I mean, to be honest, like I want to have the experience there to remember. I'd rather like shake your hand, get to talk to.
No, yeah, he says,
for about 3 minutes, but I don't want to get a picture so I can show people.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that he's like, yo, bro, like this is cool talking to you.
So he's saying straight up, he wouldn't want a picture or a photograph as long as he gets some sort of intellectual gain from you and your journey.
Yeah, because what am I going to do with the autograph? Just going to sit there? I'm just going to remember about the time that I met him? No, I'll just stay present in the moment. Actually, try to have a connection and just move on. Like when I saw Dave Chappelle outside the stand, he said, "What's up to me?" I didn't ask for an autograph or a picture. I'm a comic, so I'm not going to do that. But like, it's just like I'm in the moment. I'm seeing him. I know like the work that he's done. I appreciate it. So just like build up the moment. That's what I would do. See, but I get different for like sports and stuff like that.
I don't care about autograph. I care about like I would care that if I have like a second and he goes, "Hey man, I don't have time to talk to you. You want an autograph? You want a picture? I'll take the picture every single time."
So out of a 10, for Dave Chappelle, what is he on your, I guess, comedy scale?
He's
Out of
number
10?
1 on mine.
No, like a 10 out of 10, like something like that.
Oh, you're talking about like
because I have my favorite comedian,
like 5-star restaurant type stuff.
He's what?
Like as far as funny or
no? As far as you looking up to him, as far as funny, you looking up to him. Not what he's done in the past, just based off his comedy.
You go first on.
Probably like an 8. Or I don't want to rank someone so high because like
I don't want to. Okay, just who your top 3? Who your top 3?
What I appreciate Dave Chappelle so much is he makes it so easier for people to digest race because of his comedy, and that's something that's like a lot of it. You don't see much people doing, like Michael Che from SNL. He's kind of doing that now, and that's why I believe on that scale is like as racial digestion through comedy, he's going to be on the same level as Dave Chappelle. That's what I believe. But Dave Chappelle, it made it easier for me as a black person to laugh about certain things, or like if someone calls me an N-word in public, a white person calls me an N-word, I'm gonna laugh at them because I'm gonna automatically think about how like racism was put into the frame of Dave Chappelle and how he kind of like internalized that. So like as a comic and as a person, he was so essential to my growth. So like I would definitely put him as an 8.
Yeah, so if someone said that word to me, then I think they'd begin a little sandwich with my knuckles. But I don't understand what you're saying.
Oh, because they probably work at Subway.
Probably
on NYPD.
Baseball. I'd say on my list he's a 9 because if it wasn't for the Chappelle show, I wouldn't want to do like he was the first guy like sketch writing. It was the Chappelle show and then SNL and then like Mad TV.
So who are your top 3? Top 2? Top 2.
Okay. So it goes number 1 is George Carlin, number 2 is Eddie Murphy, and number 3 it's a cross between. You said 2. Sorry, you're right.
No, go ahead. You might as well get the last one now.
It was old Dave Chappelle. I like old Dave Chappelle. And then it would be either that or like Andy Kaufman because like out of like nowhere comedy. I like obscure stuff is funny. Messing with people is great. You can if someone said to me Jackass is my favorite TV show, like my favorite comedians, I would say that's perfect. That's cool. I love it.
Yeah, they're probably from Ukraine though.
I know.
Pain is funny.
Johnny Knoxville, very funny.
This guy, Vince Vaughn, he's been very up on my list for a while. He's just
Vince Vaughn?
Comedic actor.
He's great. Yeah, he did deadpan stuff.
Yeah, he doesn't do much stand up or like that. But the comedy he has in movies and like you said, the funny acting he has going on. Gosh, this guy, Vince Vaughn is probably he's up there. I don't know.
You know who else is a good comedic actor that I don't think gets any credit? Sam Rockwell.
Chris Tucker.
No, Sam Rockwell.
All right, Chris Tucker definitely got credit.
Yeah, are you kidding me? What's wrong with you?
Actually, Chris Tucker got too much credit.
Yeah,
that's why he had to file for bankruptcy.
He went, "What's up?"
That's a he's a man. No, Sam Rockwell. Sam Rockwell is really good. You know who doesn't get credit? Well, he's starting to get credit because he branched out of more of a comedic role. Jason Bateman. Jason Bateman is one of my top 3 actors. I love actors that they stay so consistent in who they are, yet the character is so different. Like that's why I love Denzel because he has his little mannerisms and little things that he says in each of his characters, but they're in a different frame. Like his if he's a drunk pilot or if he's a dirty cop, it's the same like mannerisms, but it's
slightly different.
It's a different character. And Jason Bateman has the same thing. It's the same approach. It's the same sarcastic approach, or maybe deadpan.
He's the perfect voice of reason.
Yeah,
the perfect voice of reason.
Perfect voice of reason. He's always trying to fix something, and that's something that he always holds like near and dear to his heart when he acts. So like that guy's.
Well, you know, say that's sorry. Go, Jay.
I would definitely want to be in a movie and act in a movie soon. But when can we see you get into something like that, Jared?
You're gonna see soon.
We're still talking about the other stuff.
Oh yeah, okay. So you have a jail and
no, wait. I wanted to talk about this one time about acting stuff. You would say that like a guy like Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, all those great actors. When you watch them, they're all doing, like you said, they all approach the same kind of approach, but a little bit different to make a new character. Like a lot of actors, they have their niche, right? And then they always play the same kind of characters. They always play them the same. Mm-hmm. I do like what you're talking about, how Jason Bateman does kind of play the same person in all of his movies, but it's a completely different character.
It's a completely different character. And I honestly realized this when doing theater in college that the great actors, they don't try hard.
Mm-mm.
They do not try hard at all.
Mhm.
Like there were so many people in our theater department that would act, and it was bad, and you could tell because you could tell that they were trying so hard, or they were trying to get like approval,
Yeah.
or it was not genuine. Rather, like someone that like me, I just had the approach like, yo, what do I got to do? Well, I'm gonna be me in this character situation.
Well, you gotta find a piece of yourself in that character.
Yeah, you gotta find a piece of yourself. But like, there's a lot of people trying to overact, to, like show you that I'm showing you me. I'm like, nah, I'm showing you the story. I'm showing you the narrative of this character. Like, and that's why I think like my perspective and my approach to acting has been so
Successful.
so successful because like I'm me, just in the frame of somebody else. And you could always tell. You could always tell about the people that come on stage, like, "Wherefore art thou?"
Like, just be wherefore.
Yo, just say it how you would say it if you were in that situation. Don't.
And that's and I remember when I was remember how a lot of people go to Drew calls for one of the best acting teachers in Oneonta. They would go inside.
I was on West Wing.
Yeah, and he held a briefcase. It was pretty sick. You can tell it was his hand. It was awesome.
That was his hand.
Well, no, that's the opening shot is him holding a briefcase.
Yeah,
and then
the way you said
it.
that, brother, I don't know why you.
But how long is this guy looking at his hands for?
Yeah, I don't really. That wasn't a good one.
You want to look at my acting teacher?
Okay, so I remember being in there, and I remember somebody crying because everybody always cried to Drew in his office, and then I went in there and I was like, I just can't get down. Like, I just don't understand how you're supposed to do this. And he said, "Do you believe you're that guy?" I go, "Yeah." I go, "Okay, that's it. Goodbye." I went,
Wow,
what
that
do
was
you
the
mean?
best advice you ever got.
It was just if you believe that you're him, if you're genuine, if you're not, if you're trying to be yourself in that character, you're golden. Now get out of my office because someone else is crying. There's a person crying right here. Just go goodbye. I came in with someone.
And even that crying thing's like, oh, I don't think I can get it. This and that. You put in the work, and all that emotion comes out in trying to remember the lines. That's the hardest thing.
Yeah,
like,
I hate it.
You could. I remember there've been plenty of times where I was in my house, my basement, I was screaming, like cursing because I couldn't get a line down. My room was like, "Yo, you all right?" Like, yeah, I'm good. But when we're in a rehearsal space, ain't no need to know. Oh, I got my lines down. I got my lines down. If I'm not doing something right, you tell me how you want me to do it, or if you want to talk about the breakdown of the character.
He's fine. He's good.
Oh, and if you want to break down a character as director with me, go right ahead. But I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, I can't do it." What you want me to do? All right, bet I got you. If it's not good, holla at me, and that's it.
So how long does it take to rehearse these lines?
It depends on the lines.
Like, am I gonna be up on stage and am I gonna forget and then look around and
it's all about.
First off, you gotta take off from work.
Yeah, first of all, you gotta do it.
Second off, it's about how you memorize things. Like I was in college, like I would walk around like the pool table in my dorm room to memorize things, or like I would have certain beats that I would try to hit, break it down line by line. There's a lot of people that go over their scripts and they'll write it down.
Yeah, that's what I do.
So it's like muscle memory. I don't really do that. I like to flow with the lines. I like to flow with the language.
So you had that,
and let the emotion of what I'm thinking about in that moment when I say, I let that emotion be a remembering tip for me. Because like, oh, if I felt a certain way while saying this line, I'll remember how I feel. And also over articulating, like it's a muscle memory with the mouth. So if I over articulate, I'm gonna remember how my mouth is formed when I'm saying it.
That was the biggest thing when I had auditioning techniques with Jared. The first couple weeks I sucked because I never memorized my lines. But once I memorized my lines, that's my biggest thing. I don't memorize lines too well. But once I get it, then I have it, and then I can play around
his lines. Best believe he's gonna go on that stage and yell at it.
Yeah, honestly,
he was Samson and Romeo.
Timbo! No!
Every time he would yell out.
That's what they wanted. He said, "Yell out, Tybalt."
That's what they wanted.
They said, Drew said, "I want you to yell Tybalt when Tybalt is stabbed."
Yeah, you scream at Tybalt like how Michael Jackson would scream out on a song. It just
I go, what's my motivation? He goes, he's just been stabbed.
My friend was yelling out, too, but he actually fell to the floor. Can we get into that Conor McGregor situation? Because
no.
Why are you
explain what you just said?
Well, Conor McGregor yelled,
so you say Conor McGregor?
You gotta say the premise. Premise, and then you can talk. Set it up.
I set it up.
You just said Conor McGregor. What happened?
I was going off the.
Okay. We'll get into that. Before we leave this, though, what about the Yankees game? Did you want to talk about anything?
No, that was really it. The Yankees are probably not going to make the playoffs.
Oh, we knew that, though.
I know, just to let you know, but I'm telling you about Fan. It was the Yankees and Nationals for that day. Nothing really
Yankees
happened.
fans so bogus, man. Because as soon as y'all know y'all not gonna make the playoffs, you start storming this. You start storming the field. Like, give it up, bro. Like, let the Mets have their shine.
No,
the
Mets
thing.
not winning either.
Granderson, someone, a fan from the Mets said, "Granderson, go eat your fried chicken." And Granderson was not Granderson, excuse me, Stroman. They were on Twitter. They were like, "Yo, go eat your fried chicken." And Marcus Stroman was like, "Yeah, okay. What do you think I'm gonna have today? I'm gonna have some Popeyes." That is spoken like a true Long Island black man right there.
Oh, you know what? Actually, that happened at the Red Sox game too.
Surprising.
Red Sox Yankees game. A Yankees fan threw a baseball at the left fielder of the Red Sox. Yeah, listen, you can't do that. You're a moron. It stopped the game. It stopped everything when the Yankees still won, so it's okay. But I've never seen a player so mad. The player was yelling and cursing. You could tell he was pissed because he ran into the dugout. He cursed into his glove, and then the coach is like, "Yeah, get back out there." And he's cursing the whole time. You're going to Boston on Saturday for what?
I got a show. Yeah.
Oh, what is it? That's Boston?
Oh. So let's get into this Conor McGregor situation. Now, as you guys know, there was a rematch. There was a rematch between Poirier and McGregor. The last match that they fought, McGregor broke his leg.
Broke his ankle.
I believe the last match he broke his leg, right? The last match that they had, he broke his leg. Even McGregor gave Poirier some props. He was like, "Yo, you broke me effing leg."
Yeah.
In this fight,
but he didn't. Well, hold on. He didn't give him props for breaking his leg because he said that Dustin did not check the kick and he did not break his leg.
No. When he was on the crutches, he was in the studio. It was like right before the interview. He came on the crutch. He was like, he shook his hand. He was like, "You broke me effing leg." That's what he said to him. That's what I remember.
I don't think that happened.
No. He was in his studio. He was on his crutches, and Poirier was standing there. They were behind the curtain for the interviews. And he walked up to him. He shook his hand, his right hand. He shook it, and he said, "You broke my effing leg."
So then why would he stay after? He stayed in the ring before he got in the suit. He didn't check.
This is the last fight, the one before this one that they had.
What? He didn't break his leg.
Second
one.
Yes, he did. He was on the crutch.
No. The second fight that they had, he didn't break his leg.
All right, look this up for me because I remember seeing the video. He was on the crutch. The last fight that they had, not the most recent one. The one before that.
The one before that, there was no break. He got knocked out. He didn't break his leg.
You're
talking to the guy who loves the UFC, who watches that all these sports.
I'm not even gonna.
Okay, so maybe in some other dimension he said that, Jared. But in the ring, he straight up yelled at Dustin and said, because Joe Rogan came over and said, "Hey, Dustin said he checked one of your kicks, and that's why you broke your leg." And he yelled straight up and said, "He did not." I'm not even trying to do the accent, but he said he did not check one of these kicks. Blah blah blah. And he basically said that he was nothing, and he said his wife is in the DM. So
really,
yeah, he said Dustin's wife is in the DMs. That was his most recent fight. The fight before that, he did not break his leg. He did not break.
All right, let me check.
You guys can check.
Spaceship Cock was my last Google.
So anyway, Conor is now 22-6. He's coming off 2 losses now. He lost to Dustin in February. Sorry, March. No, February, I think. He lost to Dustin just now. And then recently he won the Cerrone. And he lost to Habib. So
and he lost to Habib.
Yeah, Habib doesn't miss. And Habib is obviously done. We all know that. Say again, Johnson?
Can I find broken leg last fight? It says broken leg this fight now.
Yes. We knew that. Come on, we knew that. It's me. We knew that.
I'm gonna find the video that I'm referring to because I had it saved.
Okay. Well, you do that. What do we got going on in the UFC next? We got Mr.
Talk about this McGregor fight because there's a lot of things. There's a certain level. I didn't think McGregor could win because
you didn't think he could win at all.
No, because there was a certain stillness and focused demeanor that he had with Cerrone. And when he came out, he popped him with the shoulder and he just stunned him, and that was it. And then the last fight with Poirier, he came back on his showmanship type stuff and he lost that fight. And this fight, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna teach him a lesson. This is what happens when you take a man's kindness for weakness." And then And then the guy said, "No, you're weak." And
in interviews with Dustin, he actually gave Conor some of his house before the fight.
I don't know what that means, but
that means it was going to get hot for Dustin and Conor. But
regardless, I think McGregor is the type of dude that he's been talking like the showmanship so long that it becomes like a tireless cycle that you get lost in. And once you find the stillness, you get focused because now you're not like. As soon as I saw him, he was in the bed, his hospital bed, recording the video, and he looked like he was in a video game. Like, he didn't even look real. And he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna be back. I'm coming for more. I'm coming for a Poirier." And I was like, "Dude, just recover and then go out and fight. That's all you gotta do."
Are you talking about the one in the wheelchair?
No, he's in the hospital, and his face is in the camera, and it does look like a video game.
Conor McGregor is the perfect entertainment athlete of right now. We know that he does everything.
I disagree. I think Floyd Mayweather is the perfect entertainment athlete because he talks smack, and the kid doesn't know how to read. So that's pretty impressive.
That is pretty impressive, and he wins all his fights.
Yes, and he guys watches, which appreciates when we buy. So he is smart, but also he's dumb at the same time.
I'm talking about UFC wise though. Conor McGregor is definitely the face of the UFC, and Conor McGregor can get healed in 1 month and go out and fight because Dana White knows that he's gonna pay for that. People are gonna watch pay to watch that. As far as a rematch, I want to see McGregor.
I agree with that. I think Israel's the face, but I understand why people say
no. Israel's not. Trust me, I love Israel Adesanya, but he's not the face of the UFC. The face of the UFC right now, even though he just lost, it's Conor McGregor. It's not Dustin. It's not. Khabib actually has a bigger face than some of these other guys, and he's retired because Dana White every single week is sending him text messages like, "Want to come back? Can you please want to come back?" He tried to get him to fight St. George Pierre, and St. George Pierre is 40 years old.
No, the UFC just needs to open up a circus because one thing about Khabib, he will fight an animal. So just get him in there with a giraffe, a bear, or a walrus, and he'll go town to town with a walrus.
This Friday, Khabib versus the great big Jaw.
As far as everybody else as far as Conor in the UFC, I do want to see him get another fight before he tries to go after Dustin again. I know it was a brutal end for his leg to break like that. As far as the first round, he did lock in a was it a guillotine? No, it wasn't a guillotine. I think it was just a simple rear naked choke. And everybody's saying that Dustin's
what?
No, it sounds like it seemed like Dustin's feet or toes were intertwined on the gate. Which is illegal. You're not supposed to do, and we talked about the group chat yesterday.
In the UFC, you're not supposed to do, but in the bedroom, it's perfectly acceptable.
Yes, you have gates in your bedroom.
No.
Okay, you do the way you said it. But that was a really big deal. Conor's legs were on, but he was on the
Austin.
What?
Relax.
That was an applause moment.
No, it did not sound like an applause moment. I heard like water smacking the wall.
Oh, it
Please
was
relax.
applause.
Run it back. Go ahead.
I'll run it back. Hold on, give me a second. All right, go.
So anyway, Conor McGregor, he was on the floor. He had him in the choke, and Dustin, you're not supposed to have the toes on, but the ref didn't see it or whatever. That was a big deal. But either way, I mean, I really don't think. I really don't think. I mean, I would assume that Conor would win it because I was going with Conor. I was very strong-hearted with Conor, but we're gonna have to run it back. I want to see, but I do want to see Conor fight somebody else before he goes back to Dustin again. The lightweight title, I'm gonna have to go with Oliveira. Oh, dang, I was trying to say Oliveira. I almost said olive oil. Oliveira, I want to see him have the title for a little bit before Conor comes back. Conor's next fight. You could throw me Nate Diaz again. I would love to see Nate Diaz. You could throw me Justin Gaethje. You could throw me
Kimbo Slice.
No. But you could throw me any one of them. As far as Israel Adesanya, just because you brought him up, we're talking about Nigerians now because what's the basketball player again? I was forgetting his name.
Giannis.
Okay, Giannis. Giannis. Nigerian. Kamaru Usman took a picture with him. I want to see Kamaru Usman in another fight too, so I need to see him versus me.
Do you think? Wait, that's my next question. Do you think you can be a UFC fighter? I think you could.
Yes, I was training to fight before COVID, so yes.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Tell me why I didn't know that. Tell me about that.
I don't like to talk about it because my first fight was supposed to be in April 18th.
Where?
I was training. It was out of Patrick, I trained in Patrick. It was called No Limits Kickboxing.
Is it still there after the pandemic?
No. So it changed to Iron Fitness. That's just a gym.
Oh, Iron Fitness? No, it's just gym.
Right on Main Street.
Kickboxing and then get hit with COVID, then you have some limits.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, right. I was gonna laugh at that because at the end of the day, that's my gym and it hurts me. But don't make jokes about my gym. That's really messed up. So all the fighters,
you really think you can be a UFC fighter?
I think so.
I think
so. I think so.
Jair will be the only fighter. Jair will be the only fighter to have a chokehold that's also a twerk.
I would like to thank Shaquille O'Neal, NBA Live 2K12, and my mama.
Stick to writing.
So yes,
I wrote that.
I still want to though. I still wanna fight.
You can do it.
Why don't you do it? No, actually don't, because if you do that, you're not going to want to do this. Actually, do not. You would suck at the UFC. Don't even try it. You would blow. You just stick to this.
Wait, talk about UFC.
Stick to this.
Austin.
What?
You know what you need to stick to? Because you said you were gonna stick with me. Jared's was here too. When you said you were gonna come to Planet Fitness with me every week.
Let's do it.
Didn't he say that about a month ago?
I said it I said it on 2 weeks.
Had to be March.
No, it was not. It was in July. I mean, no, it was last week in June. That's when I said it. I said we should do it. We should go as a bit.
Go as a bit. So it means he's not serious about it.
No, I'm serious about it, but I'm saying it'd be fun as a bit.
Best believe Austin will go, but that's going to be a Tuesday because that's when they have the pizza.
Mm.
And I'm going too.
Oh, they do it?
You're not going. If I know for a fact, Jared be like, I don't work out.
No,
I do my push-ups at home.
That's
my push-ups. You got to listen to him before he says something. Honestly, you know, let's all go to Planet Fitness on a Tuesday so we can get some pizza, and they can be like, yeah, we deliver it. It's right outside, and we go outside. There's no pizza.
That's okay. That's the second time you said pizza on Planet Fitness on Tuesdays. What are you talking about?
Friday?
Yeah, I've been there on Tuesdays, and it's no.
Okay, you haven't been there. So you should have.
Tuesdays is pizza day. I probably got it wrong, but like I'm.
No. I didn't even know there was a pizza day.
I know there's a pizza day.
Planet Fitness doesn't have pizza.
There's a thing.
Why does so? I've been there for a year and a half.
Maybe you just don't go to have pizza, or maybe
Mondays.
You know. Okay,
maybe you just not desperate to have pizza.
After my gym closed down, I started going to Planet Fitness. I don't even like Planet Fitness. The free weights go up to 75. They're all fat people in there. Well, hey, shout out to fat people doing their thing. You know, you guys working out, trying to get a body.
This is the gym that you go to, dude. Like, go violent.
But I don't. You're right. I don't even go there. The last time I went there was probably 3 months ago because
what do you do now? You just run.
No, I go with Trader Joe's. We got our own private gym.
That's right. It's in the basement.
I swear that's not a cap. I don't know what Trader Joe's you guys go to get your food, but in mine I lift iron in the bottom, and I get money for doing it. So yeah, but I have to start kickboxing again. I
can see you doing it because when you first came over and I had the heavy bag up, you kicked it, and I was like, all right, just take down. I don't even know you.
I actually broke it, but never even said anything about it.
The bag like he was
owed him money
on to and never back down.
Really? Like Israel out of sign. I did the question mark. You
could have played. You could have been a UFC fighter.
Hit somebody hard, you make them question their existence.
Close enough.
You could have been a UFC fighter and that actor that played the villain in Black Panther. Not Michael B. Jordan, the other one.
I have. I gotta see
that's Winston Duke, and his name is M'Baku.
No.
You could have played him.
No. He was talking about the. Wait, which one were you talking about?
I'm talking about M'Baku.
He's talking about. He said
not Michael Jordan.
Black Panther. It's not Michael B. Jordan. There's only one
other villain.
He wasn't a villain.
He was a villain in the beginning, and then at the end,
he's not a villain in the comics. He was a villain of Black Panther. They did fight a lot, but in the movie,
who's the other tribe?
That took over.
Okay.
Yeah, he was with. Yes.
But I wouldn't use
No, I know, but I wouldn't consider him a villain. But even in the beginning of the movie, he wasn't a villain.
Yes, he was.
No, he was just an opposing threat.
Bro,
that's a villain. That's a protagonist.
You know what a villain is?
Bro, he calls out his father. Someone calls out your daddy like that, and you want your prince who couldn't even keep his own father safe. You're a villain. Like I'm
okay. So Batman's a villain?
To who?
Is Batman a villain?
No,
he opposed Superman.
They were foes in that movie, but
he's an anti-hero.
You know what I mean? Like M'Baku was not a villain.
Yeah,
he was a fight for the throne.
Was a villain.
No, he was not. No, he was not.
Listen to me. Listen to what I'm going to say to you. He was set up to be a villain, and then in the end of the movie, he was with Black Panther, and it was his confidant. It became his friend.
Michael B. Jordan was a villain because he was trying to take over the throne.
Yes,
I understand
but
that.
so was
but
M'Baku.
was not. He was not saying we should do that. Like Michael B. Jordan, he wanted to let the vibranium all over the world. And he wanted black people to be on top.
It was one of those things where the enemy is my friend. That's the only reason why M'Baku even helped out.
In the comics, M'Baku is a big villain.
I'm saying in the comics, but in the movie, they portray a villain.
No, they put him in the movie to portray.
He hurt him
in the beginning because he was a villain.
He hurt him because it was a fight. It's a ritual. Like the Black Panther hurt both of them. Black Panther killed Michael B. Jordan. Does that make him a villain?
Yeah, but you're looking at it from a perspective of whose side that you're on, and if you're going from the side of Black Panther, he is his villain.
That movie is afraid to be a villain.
He's a villain in that movie for sure.
The only villain that I saw
JJ Diggs
was
just said kiss me. Why?
The only villain in that movie was the white guy, the guy with the robotic arm.
You know, Soldier wasn't even in Black Panther.
No, not him. The other guy. Claw. That's a villain. You understand, Austin? You heard me?
Yeah.
That's a villain. M'Baku did not do anything that he did. M'Baku was just trying to fight the throne.
He may have more of a pessimistic or like a.
I gotta post it on my Instagram. It was M'Baku a villain. I want to see.
Yeah, he was
more than Claw.
In the beginning. He was opposition, and also he was a villain. But yeah, so UFC. You're gonna have to show me something because I'm tired of seeing these guys talk all this smack and then they walk into the ring and I've had toothpicks and sandwiches that lasted longer than Conor McGregor's. Like, so I need to see a little bit something more. But I appreciate the hard work that puts in. I appreciate the guys that with personalities like Israel Adesanya. I said he's the face because he's a cool dude, like a real cool dude. He's not one of these machismo guys. He's out there. He's having fun. Kamaru Usman, inspiring story, but also a cool dude. And that's just these guys' journeys. Like Francis Ngannou, like I was working in a saw mill in like Morocco or something like that when he was 11 years old and he tried to escape. And so it's a lot of inspiring stories. But if you're gonna step into that ring, I don't want to hear click clack patty whack from your leg.
Also, Israel Adesanya, against Marvin Vettori, his last fight, he won. He defended his championship. Marvin Vettori, this is the part 2. They had a part 1 that he thought he had another chance because he thought he beat him. Israel Adesanya, good job. I think we already talked about this, but once again, good job. The Italian thought he could win. I speak Italian, and Louis Vidal, which means he lost.
But you know who did win? Who? Guys, who did win? The Bucks. The Bucks won the NBA Finals, 2021 champions.
Congratulations to the Bucks.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. Sounds like, honestly, I am so happy that he won. This guy,
he's Nigerian also as well.
I don't know.
Yeah, he is.
I know
he's Greek and Nigerian. Well, so Kamaru's Nigerian.
He's a Greek freak, right? Is that what
but he's from Nigerian too.
Freak on the court in the freak
6'11", 240 pounds.
Chick-fil-A gave him Chick-fil-A for life.
No.
Yes.
But what? See, what?
Because there was a video that went viral this morning. He was going to Chick-fil-A with his girlfriend, and he was like, "Yo, are we gonna get a 50 piece, babe? Do you get the 50 piece? Because he scored 50 points last night, and I guess that's promotion."
He scored 50 points last night.
50 points, 14 rebounds, and 5 blocks, I believe.
He's a middleman though. He's not a
middleman. What are you talking about?
I don't know basketball like that, but I mean, he's not a point guard. He's not a shooting guard. He just plays the box like LeBron or KD. No, he doesn't shoot.
So you telling me LeBron or KD doesn't score 50 points?
No, they do. But I'm saying,
okay. So what do you say?
I don't know. I don't see him that type of person. Okay.
This guy, how tall is he?
6'11".
6'11". How tall is KD? He's 6'11", 235 pounds. The kid's got some muscle. KD, when you look at him, he's a stick. He looks like Conor McGregor's leg after he broke it. So, like, you got to understand.
Also, how tall is KD?
All that power. He drives to the hole. You can't stop him. And he drops out.
Yeah, I just don't see him as a 50-point type of guy, but he did it. I don't know why. I can see LeBron
6'10". 6'10" KD.
And KD drops points. KD's a great shooter. Giannis is not as good of a shooter, but it's very hard to over and over and over stop him driving to the hole. And his jump shot is
Does he shoot threes or no?
He can if he wanted to.
Really?
It's not,
I don't watch basketball. I should stop. Like,
it don't always connect. It don't always connect. It's like one of my jokes on this podcast. But when he does it, it's high. But at the end of the day, he had the promotion. He had the promotion for Chick-fil-A. He said, "Oh, babe, I want the 50 piece. Give me the 50 piece." And You're gonna have the NBA Finals MVP put your platform on his Instagram, so they're gonna give him free Chick-fil-A. And there's probably only one Chick-fil-A in Wisconsin.
Yeah, probably like 40 miles away.
They're probably open on Sundays, if you know what I mean.
So the Greek freak, he's Greek, he's Nigerian. Kamal is Nigerian. Israel Adesanya is Nigerian, and they're all champions. Does that mean the Chick-fil-A thing is all Nigerians get for free? Because if so,
no.
Or do I have to be a champion first? Before?
Yeah, I think you have a ring.
You're a Nigerian that attended the Pride Parade. You're definitely not getting free Chick-fil-A.
Oh, because he took his trophy to Chick-fil-A, and that's why. Wow. What a good idea.
I need to start doing something.
We just start,
world.
You know what we gotta do? We gotta bring this podcast to Burger King, and we'll get a free life supply of Burger King.
So we're gonna go from Burger King to Burgerology.
I like
that.
What a down.
This podcast has been sponsored by burgers.
You finish it.
No, with the thing.
You do it.
You said it's hard joke. He doesn't even realize it.
No, he doesn't. He really doesn't.
What do you mean? Since when you see you do it?
We've
been saying it's a group chat joke. You said I'm not in your group chat.
And
you do it,
okay.
Jared. You do it. I remember. I remember you doing it.
Like no. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna say this: the finals. It was a very, very interesting finals to watch, especially since there was two teams that are not in big markets. It was good to see that. I really thought that Chris Paul was going to get his first ring. I think this was the first time in his career where he had a team that was extremely receptive to his leadership. Because in New Orleans, he was with a lot of veteran guys, a lot of edge, like David West, and that's where he got good. And the Clippers, you didn't really have a way for leadership because you had these lob city, you had guys dunking the ball, you had athletic guys, you had a great team, but you didn't really have like that moment to be receptive. You went to the Rockets, you had James Harden, big ego, you meshed with him. Now you go to the Thunder. Now that's a good space for a young team to cultivate the talent, but you don't necessarily have the talent. But you go to the Suns, you got D-Book, who some people say is the second coming of Kobe with the Mamba mentality, and you have DeAndre Ayton, the former number one first draft pick. You have these guys that are around you and they're willing to listen to you because they want to learn from you, but they're also good. This was the time for him to capitalize on that, and I thought he was really going to do it, and he may not do it again because he may get a ring. He might go to Los Angeles next year because Los Angeles is looking for two veteran point guards, which is Damian Lillard and Chris Paul, or Russell Westbrook. But I really wanted to see him do it on the Suns, man, because it would have been so dope to see him really corral a group of young guys that could propel them further into their future.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought he was going to do it, man.
So how come you're telling me Chris Paul doesn't have a ring, which upsets me because I've heard his name. So that's almost like LeBron when he didn't have his ring. You heard LeBron, he doesn't have a ring.
No, that was early in his career, and LeBron made that decision to go down to Miami. So.
Yeah, I mean, that's super team.
But Chris Paul doesn't have a ring. How long? He had to be at least 10 years in the NBA.
63.
There you go.
16 years.
16 years and no ring. Gosh. Imagine dating for someone 16 years not getting a ring. But you're getting paid millions?
That's like dating someone for 16 years and not having sex with them.
Jared would know.
Austin, I think you would know about it.
Austin, I haven't dated someone since I was 5.
That's the whole point.
Oh. So you're on Tinder and you haven't dated anybody since you were 5.
I'm on Bumble too.
That was a 5-year relationship. No, so
it was good. We shared black and white cookies together, and I took the black side.
So then why do you get mad when Austin took the black side?
Whoa.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, why do I get mad, Austin?
I don't like that the effect was the same time you winked at me. What do I have to say about basketball?
No, you know what this means, Jared.
Yeah, it's probably dead at this point.
Check it again.
Basketball, and I give up.
Let me check.
What happened? The camera's dead.
You gotta keep talking.
The camera's dead?
Oh, just keep talking.
Oh. Shut up. Yeah. So I said KD, I said LeBron, Chris Paul. We said what did I have to say? That's exactly what I was going to say. I just, I knew it. I love you for that one. So I'm just saying. Steve Nash, of course.
What year? Okay, what year?
Nah, I don't. Hey.
Steve Nash doesn't have a ring, and he might not get one if Brooklyn keeps on messing up with injuries.
Steve, is he still the head coach? Oh,
he became the head coach this year.
That was this year? I heard about that.
What year? Come on. He's on 2 of them actually.
I'm not guessing. I'm
2K11,
but
Steve Nash, great player.
2K11 and
horrible nosebleeds I've ever seen. Like that guy when he had a nosebleed in the game, I was like
2K17
fighting Vietnam, like hand-to-hand combat with Charlie because I didn't. No, it did not look like a basketball could do that.
Steve Nash grew into his head and he grew into his face at the same time.
Great soccer players too. Canadians, they love soccer. They love soccer.
Do they really?
Great healthcare. Routine.
This would be perfect for Peter to call in right now.
Yeah,
What's the French fries with
French fries with gravy and like mozzarella curds. Yeah, that's why they have healthcare because they eat it out there.
Yeah.
Your arteries are like, help me.
And weed's legal up there too.
What?
Weed's legal in Canada, right?
I don't know. You gotta ask Trudeau.
Or should I ask Carter?
Trudeau.
You gotta ask Justin Trudeau.
Trudeau. Anybody ever says that to him?
Probably not. I don't. That should probably do because they probably just talk to their leaders however they want to. If you can't do that in the United States, it's either you'll get killed or you'll probably sexually abused. Shout out Cuomo. How you doing today, Mr. Cuomo?
Don't bring my. That's my boy, man.
Your cheeks are looking mighty nice
That's
today,
my
sweetheart.
boy.
What did I say?
Cuomo lives in Long Island.
Is he really? No, his brother Chris lives like 5 miles away from here.
Chris,
he doesn't have a house. He has a house here, but he doesn't live there.
No, it's not mine. What town? I think it's like Amagansett. So it's not 5 miles, like 15 miles.
Yeah, but he doesn't live there.
Oh, they have a lot of farms up there, right? Amagansett. This all Long Island's farms, all Suffolk County's.
No, I mean like the apple picking. And
yeah, all that. Yeah, yeah. So cool. We should go. We should do it live. How you know from Amagansett? How
time I went
do you think the house would be called?
I ate 15 apples before I put my apples in.
So you were eating apples as you're apple picking?
Yes, like
People
a vast
hate
amount.
people like you.
A vast amount. They're like, oh, why don't you go? I'm like, when I go to the superstore and I buy apples, I eat. Well, I haven't, but I could eat one in the store, so I'm doing the same thing. Right?
No. Yeah, I don't like people. I don't like people that eat stuff in the store before they buy it.
Why not? They got to taste.
I've never done that. I'm just saying it's like the same thing.
You tell me you've never just go and grab grapes? Like, oh, open bag.
No. Well, that's disgusting. I've seen people walk. You know, with
the baskets,
boards. You know when you get boards that cheese and bologna or whatever. Yeah. You know how they usually give you bologna or whatever.
Yeah.
They say, "Oh, is this good?" They give it to you and you eat it. Yeah. And then, and best yet, there's like an olive. I don't know what they call it.
Olive bar.
They go over to it and they take the seeds and put it into their hand with the same spoon. I've seen someone take the spoon and put the olive to their hand and start eating it and walk back to the board, say bologna, and I'm like, this is disgusting. This is disgusting that people actually do this. I've seen the grape pickers too. That's disgusting. That's someone's food. Why are you putting your hand in someone's food?
No one bought it. It's nobody's food. It's just harmless grapes.
Yeah, but then
nobody
when someone
buys
takes
that
it,
bag anyway. If you buy grapes in an open bag of grapes, you're dumb.
No, some of the bars are just some of the bags are just open now.
No, you can close them.
You keep on talking like that, Austin. In 3 months, we're gonna be in another quarantine.
Imagine.
You keep on talking like
new variants are coming up every single day. So
you think we're gonna
grape variant, the bologna variant,
the
olive pit variant.
Do you think
the Kamala variant,
the Jair and the Levi variant?
Do I think we're gonna lock down again?
Yeah.
No, but if we do,
is that your final answer?
Trader Joe's is still sponsoring me. I know that.
They'll probably give you a pay raise.
They better give me some.
Give you a bump up.
Maybe they give me some extra grapes that some people touch.
Do you think you have more? Do you think you have more of a chance of getting a pay grade from Trader Joe's or becoming a UFC fighter, professional UFC fighter?
Well, I'm gonna say Trader Joe's because when COVID happened, UFC fighters they were out of standstill and they weren't getting paid. Well, Conor McGregor and Dustin actually just started his hot sauce there now. Conor McGregor was still getting paid because of all his whiskey and all the other stuff he did to add.
That whiskey is terrible.
Yeah, I heard.
It is. I've never heard someone say it's good.
Well, what about the hot sauce?
He has hot sauce?
Dustin.
Oh, I don't know.
You don't
Why are you gonna just if you're not buying either the Chalupa hot sauce or Frank's Red Hot sauce, what other hot sauce is there?
Okay. Good point. Fair
no, bro. I need some homemade hot sauce, dude.
You have homemade hot sauce?
No, like I want that. I want it. Like if my hot sauce is not from a region of a South American country that I don't know, I don't want it. I want it hot.
You like that, like hot stuff, like that ghost, like
Oh, you like hot?
Yeah,
I like hot. I like. I don't,
you know those
I like. I just like. I like to put
mild.
it in dish. I don't use it as like a thing. I like to put it in dishes just to see how much it can actually affect the dish. But if I don't taste like the child poverty line within the hot sauce, I don't want it.
Dude, I can't do that. Can you do real hot? Because I can do
I can
mild.
actually do I can do very hot.
Okay,
Like,
well, and that we gotta do a hot sauce test then.
we can do that.
When I
gotta do that.
when I eat hot sauce, my head starts to itch real bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It's the histamines.
You know that the Buffalo Wild Wing test that they
Yeah, I can't do that.
what is it called? It was like
Hot ones.
they used to have like a little game thing. If you went there,
Yeah,
you could
get,
actually
you get like a shirt or
and then
something.
you get a shirt and like you get the meal free or something like that.
Yeah, I can't do that. They give
I've
you.
always wanted to, but they stopped that.
No way. They probably still do it. Yeah, you could do it on Tuesdays.
They stopped it because of Corona.
Oh, well, yeah, I'd stop there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because
I've always wanted to do that because
just
I've
people
tried
were
the hottest.
positive just walking in, not being affected by the wings.
We should do that then.
I've ate the hottest one, not without the touch, just like having it, and I love that.
Peter would be great. Like I'd probably testing out the sauces with you guys. That'd be a good bit.
Yeah, Chef Waiton probably uses Szechuan in every dish he makes.
Whoever can eat not eat the most sauce. Whoever can will go up each challenge, and we'll start at $1 and then work our way up to $20. Whoever can have the hottest hot sauce wins the money.
If you can eat that hot sauce,
I'm not doing it. I'll be the announcer. They're gonna tell you I'm losing after the first one.
Yeah, we should do that. I like wings too. Boneless though.
All right, these headphones are slipping off my head because.
All right, let's end the show right here. Then the music's already up.
Guys, it has been a great episode of Thank you for tuning in again. Remember, download the WWSRN app on your iPhone, Android, or Google Play. We're also going to be on Spotify and Apple. So you can listen to it. Usually gets uploaded the next day. Remember, we have the show tuned into Facebook Live, YouTube, everywhere. Also on Instagram Live, jharvey15. You can follow me on all platforms. Yes, sir. Jair, anything you want to say?
Jair, you are, baby.
Thank you once again for tuning in and listening to me. I'm like saying very stagnant with this coming. I didn't even think I was gonna make it today because of work, but thank you guys for tuning in and listening. Water on deck as always. We support you as you support us.
WWSR on iPhone. That's WWSR on iPhone. Worldwide Sports Radio Network on Android. Worldwide Sports Radio Network on Android. Follow Jair.
It's the same thing. Type in both on them.
Is it really?
They pop up. Yeah.
No, then just type in WWSR on both. Forget it. Who's gonna type in Worldwide Sports Radio Network on Android? Imagine.
Thanks for tuning in, y'all.
And tuning in. Hey, follow me at Austin Titel. That's Austin Titel. Hey, don't forget to go see Jared in Boston this weekend, Saturday.
When you dropping up? Saturday, I'm gonna be at Rockwell.
Can we come?
Y'all couldn't come to Broadway Comedy Club in the city. What makes you think you're gonna drive 4 hours to go to Boston?
Because I'm gonna go to a Boston game and then go to yours.
No.
When are you driving up?
How you know? No, we're not done.
When are you driving up?
I'm driving up Saturday.
Yeah, what time?
12.
No, they can make it.
Yeah, you guys can come with me.
I always go to this whole day. I miss these on me. Like,
Who else is coming? Your car's full. You have
driving comics.
Oh, wait. Peter's on the phone. Hold on. Hello?
What's going on with you?
Are you on? Can you talk quick? All right, hold on.
Yeah, the
All right, hold on. Wait. We're going to get Peter on the phone. Peter, give me
Peter's on
the phone.
This podcast is gonna be 26 minutes long now. Come on.
No, it's not. Calm down. Here we go. Hold on. Let's see. Can you guys hear him? Hold on. Peter? Yeah. Oh, man. There he is. You can hear him. All right, Peter. We got one question for you. We're talking, do Canadians like soccer?
Yeah.
Goodbye.
All right, Peter. That's all I want to know. All right. We'll see you next week, right?
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Of course my kid's in the right car seat. Well, I think he is.
Yeah, my kid's in a booster seat. He was ready to move up. He is ready, right?
Her car seat looks like the right size.
There are probably rules on when to move up to a booster seat, aren't there?
Rear facing, forward facing. I think I have it right.
Car crashes are a leading killer of children 1 to 13. Are your children in the right car seat for their age and size? Don't think you know.
No, you know. Go to safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
I know my child's in the right car seat, or else I wouldn't get in the driver's seat.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You don't usually get a stock tip from a 16-year-old, but I'm here to tell you about a different kind of stock. It's called Better Futures, a stock for social change that's not about making money. Instead, you invest how students like me go to college. This is beyond a simple donation. It's the opportunity for America to invest in its kids and take an active stake in the future of the country. The return on your investment isn't money. What you get back is knowing you protected our potential. So one day, that potential can grow up to become surgeons and architects, executives and engineers, people who could change the future just by being a part of it. My name is Alicia, and I am your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. A public service announcement brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
This is Nnamdi Asomugha. I play football for the Philadelphia Eagles, but what I do off the field with United Way might be more important. I'm a volunteer tutor and mentor. Why? Because over 1 million kids a year drop out of school, and that's not okay. It takes 12 years to create a graduate, but it takes about the same time to create a dropout. And the difference between a child becoming one or the other could be me, or it could be you. Studies show that if we get to these kids earlier, their chances are better. And kids who read well by 3rd grade are more likely to graduate. Join me in United Way. Suit up and take the pledge. Become a volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor. Because when a child succeeds, we all succeed. Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Take the pledge at unitedway.org. Brought to you by United Way, the Ad Council, and the National Football League.
They'll challenge your authority. They'll try to break your will. They'll push you to the edge of your sanity. Because that's what kids do. But this car is your territory, not theirs. Defend it. Who makes the payments? Who cleans it? Who drives it? You do. That's who. And in here, your word is law. So when you say you won't move until everyone's buckled up, you won't budge an inch. Until you hear that click. Never give up until they buckle up. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council. For more information, visit safercar.gov/kidsbuckleup.
Let's go inside the mind of a 10-year-old.
I should have worn those earrings today. I like those earrings. Gabby has those awesome earrings. I need to ask her where she got those, but that's just what she would want me to do. I'll have Michaela ask her for me.
Buckle up, Sarah.
Yeah, but then Michaela will be like, why don't you just ask her yourself? That's just like Michaela.
Sarah, buckle up.
Michaela's such a great name.